Good afternoon, Friday, baby. How's everybody doing today? Are we all doing good? Hopefully you are. About 1 o'clock or so on Friday afternoon. And I got a little message for you. Excuse me as I check my Facebook feed to double check that I am in fact live. And rock and roll, I am in fact live. Okay, so let's start off today with a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a story, a story, if you will, a story about me. You may or may not know this, but before I became a fitness coach, I was a middle school teacher. Graduated from Eastern Michigan in 2004, and I taught in the middle schools for 12 years. And as any beginning teacher does, I had graduated, had an apartment with my wife, and I was off to the races, changing America's youth. Let's do this thing. So I settled into my classes, started teaching. It was a sixth grade job. I taught math and social studies that very first year, and I got acclimated to things and how they worked and became integrated into the community, got to know the parents a little bit, got to know the kids, became involved, and that sort of thing. I really settled into that role, and I loved it. I loved the time that I spent teaching. But I did like to tell people that, the 5 hours that I taught, those 5 1-hour classes, those were the best part of the day. And the part that I absolutely loved about teaching, well, then there was a bunch of other stuff that I didn't quite love so much. And I'll be very honest with you, one of the things that I didn't like the most about teaching was the fact that compensation and those sorts of things essentially were outside of my control. Whether it was salary, whether it was raises, whether it was insurance, benefits for the family, all those goodies that oftentimes make a job enticing or not enticing, they were outside my control. And in the world of teaching, your options are get extra jobs, work extra hours, work through your lunches, come early, stay late, or lobby. Picket, threaten to strike, go to Lansing and yell and scream at the Capitol building, or go to the school board office and yell and scream there, or band together, and there's a time and a place for all of those things. I'm not talking badly about any of those things. I definitely don't want to have a political discussion or anything like that and get into unions versus non-unions. That's not what the point of this is all about. The point of this is, I did that for a long time, right? The shouting from the rooftops, the screaming, we need more money, we need better benefits, we need better insurance, we need better pensions, we need better this, we need better that, right? Spending all that energy hoping to get something in return, right? And it took me, 7, 8, 9 years or so before I realized that in essence what I was doing is I was using a ridiculous amount of time, energy, and effort in hoping somebody else would save me and improve my life and make my life better. It took me a few years to realize that, and then I really sat down and started thinking about it, and I thought, how can I improve my life? Right? Instead of relying on somebody else, how can I personally do that? And really one of the very first things that I did when I came to that realization was I got really interested in fitness and in health. And I figured if I started with the physical, then the rest of my life would hopefully transform around the physical. That was the viewpoint that I took. So first I need to master my house before I worry about anything else, before I worry about what's happening outside with other school districts or the state of Michigan or the nation as a whole or the unions or the school board, or I need to master me. And obviously the world is crazy right now. The United States is crazy right now, right? Everyone is sitting here waiting, and I haven't checked the news in 2 hours. Who knows? Maybe Biden won and it got called, and now we're about to battle it out in court. But right, life is tumultuous. Life is crazy. First it was COVID and Corona, and now then we got the economy and protests all over the place, and now we got the election and yada, yada, yada. It seems like everybody has an opinion. I posted on my timeline yesterday, boy, it sure was nice when all my friends were COVID experts instead of political experts, right? And that's tongue-in-cheek there, right? Everyone has an opinion, and it's okay to share that opinion. Knock yourself out, share it. But in essence, It doesn't matter if you're right or you're left. It doesn't matter if you're happy with these results or you're ticked, right? Your life, most likely, is not going to fundamentally change based on who's in the White House. It's not. If you're on the left right now and you're all fired up, yes, we're going to get Trump out of here and Biden's going to win and if we're going to be restored to glory, I got news for you. Your day-to-day life isn't really going to change. And if you're on the flip side of that, if you're a big right-wing person and you're all ticked off and they're stealing the election and this and that and midnight ballot dumps and rah, 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 we can't let Biden get in, I got news for you too. Your day-to-day life is not really going to change. It's not. We think it is. That's our perception because the media is shoving it down our throats and just slamming us with all this. Ah! But in reality, whether you're right or left, happy or sad, your life is probably not going to change. Don't sit around waiting for somebody else to save you. It's time to save yourself. Now, where am I going with all of this stuff? I told you that after I realized that I personally, back in the day, back when I was teaching, was spending all this time waiting for somebody else to save me, I realized I needed to save myself. And one of the very first things I did was work on getting physically fit. I went deep into the rabbit hole of fitness. Clearly, I used to weigh 300 pounds or so and be a teacher, and now I'm not. I'm a fitness coach, and I've coached thousands of people in my career at this point. So I'm going to teach you the things that I know that have gotten me from point A to point B. I'm going to teach you about proper nutrition. I'm going to teach you about proper training. We're going to have gym-based workouts as well as bodyweight workouts if your gym is closed or you can't get to the gym. I'm going to teach you about your mindset and the things that you need to get straight up here if you want yourself to physically change, right? And we're going to have a huge group full of people that are going to do it together, and it's going to be 100% free. It's not going to cost you a penny. You pay nothing. And we're going to start on Monday. The first assignments are going to come out on Sunday. So we got about 250 people or so far, so not too bad, and a bunch are going to be joining this weekend. I'm going to leave the link down in the comments below. I know people are very distracted right now, and that's natural. I think everybody in the world kind of is very distracted right now. But let's block that noise out, block that nonsense out. Let's stop refreshing the news feeds every 3 seconds to see who won the election and waiting for someone to save you. Let's go save ourselves. Let's do this thing. Let's get out there. Let's have some fun, right? As you can tell, I'm an energetic person. I'm a fired up person. I was a middle school teacher, so I kind of have that theatricalness about me, if you will. So we're going to have a ton of fun. I'm going to do videos like this every single morning, but I'm going to teach you about fitness stuff. We're going to pump each other up. We're going to be fired up. And it's not going to cost you a penny. And I get messages all the time from people that have taken the challenges and literally just taken the challenges, taken them seriously, saved the materials, and used the lessons that I taught them from there on out. And they've gone on to do incredible things. I mean, I've had people, who have contacted me who now are all shredded up with six packs. I've had people that have said, dude, I lost 70 pounds just from taking your challenges and using your advice, right? I see those things all the time. This is absolutely free. Costs nothing. Email address. That's it. So hopefully we will see you join us. And I hope that no matter where you are in the political spectrum, that you take a deep breath tonight. You realize it's Friday night. You, turn off your phone. Connect with your family. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be having a bonfire tonight. The weather is nice up here in Michigan. I'm going to grab some tunes, a nice big fat stogie, and I'm going to head out there. And I'm not paying attention to nothing on the news, and it's going to be delightful. And Sunday afternoon, we're going to get it. 5-day challenge. Hope to see you join us. Talk to you soon.